So she's like at the end of the day, she's like, I know she's happy with the doctor she has now. She's at least in the right hands.
Let me know you on. Oh, I forgot to put the timer.
Hey, this is Dan Nav, and you're about to watch another episode of Two Transit Misfits right now.
Join the
Hey,
live
we're
stream.
live. What's up?
What up?
What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's good, Pete?
Woo, where you at?
All you
I'm
see is my
looking for
big
you
ass
here.
head.
Did you get on yet?
Yeah, it should be on.
I don't see you. I don't see you.
It should be on.
This is like the second time I send you the invite.
Where you at?
I just invited you to the live. Yep. So, guys, welcome to another show. Two Chance of Misfit. This is our 147th show. We're just setting up also on TikTok because we're going live there as well. Eric, are you on?
Yeah.
Because I'm hitting the invite to send and I don't see you.
It's popping up and then it's disappearing.
I'm sending it again. Here.
So there it is. All right, you should be getting it.
There you are. There you go.
Roll that.
Ooh. All right, guys. So now we are both on TikTok doing the Two Trans and Misfits show. Here on Facebook, YouTube, we're expanding.
This phone's crazy.
What happened? The sound?
My phone just went off.
So guys on TikTok, guys on TikTok, we do a show, Two Trans and Misfits, every week on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We do it on Facebook. We go live on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. Same name, Two Trans and Misfits. So if you're watching here on TikTok, go check us out right now on Facebook and YouTube and join the conversation. So guys, now I'm hearing you over the phone.
I had to turn the volume off on that one. I turned it off.
Maybe I should lower mine also. Maybe that's the problem. I think you're still here first, right? Okay. So we had a special guest that was going to join us today, Dr. Siyab, MD. Many of you on TikTok know him. He was going to join us on our show today. Unfortunately, he texted me that he's on call and he was not able to join us today. he was going to talk about this issue that's going on right now with the CDC. Supposedly, there's some new guidelines, and there's a video about it on TikTok. And he was going to join us to how they say rebuttal that video and the guidelines, because a lot of people are following these guidelines, believing it's true. By the way, Danny, my son, that video I showed you is not true. If you go look in on the CDC website, there's nothing that video said. They just expanded more into it. That NPR, if you go on NPR.com, is some kind of a news media, which, according to the doctor, this is just misinformation that's being sent out. I think, Eric, you was looking at something from
Yeah,
that.
so I went to see
We're
if I
gonna
can
bring
go on.
him in as soon as he can. He's gonna call us up so when he's free. He was ready to go. He said he really wanted to talk about this here on our show, and definitely you guys on TikTok that know him. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it today. But he'll be back. He'll be back very soon. So what you got, Eric?
I was going to the CDC actual website to see what they're saying about the video.
All right.
So I'm just looking at it right now.
And there's nothing. Should I throw the video on? I mean, we could always replay it when we get the doctor in.
Yeah, I mean, let's show it to see what they're showing people,
Yeah.
and just make sure they know
There's a
that this is
few, but this one was the one that caught my
just
attention.
know that what's about to be played is um not legitimate. It's false information.
Right. So, guys on TikTok, you're watching us. I'm here with your boy Blunt today, a co-host for the show. If you jump right now on Facebook and look up Two Transit Misfits, you'll be able to watch us live. You'll be able to watch whatever videos we put up, because obviously you're not going to be able to see it up here. But
And also on YouTube. You go to YouTube, Two Transit
YouTube.
Misfits, you can catch us there.
Okay. So, but hey, you can hang out here and hang out with us and join the conversation or whatever you hear us talking about, because you don't need to see the video. We'll talk about it and you'll be able to join us. So let me find that video real quick. Here we go. And then you could see the name of, we'll show you the name of the person if it comes up on TikTok, and you guys go on TikTok and check that video out. Here we go.
COVID-19 guidance from the CDC. Bullet point 1, those exposed to the virus are no longer required to quarantine. I'm going to skip number 2 for a second. You'll see why. Number 3, students can stay in class after being exposed to the virus. Okay. Number 4, it's no longer recommended to screen those without symptoms. Okay. And then number 2, unvaccinated people now have the same guidance as vaccinated people. Unvaccinated people have It's been 2.5 years. People lost their jobs. And they said, you have to get it. And if you won't, you're going to lose your job. You can't go to school. You can't do, never mind. Oops.
I couldn't tell the name of the TikToker.
Well, either way, that it's very false information, and people are just going to get a lot sicker behind that stuff like that. I mean, when I first saw that, I thought that was legitimate too. I didn't even bother to think about if it's for real or not.
He just seemed pretty legit. I even
Right.
told my family over here, and you know how my son feels about that. So he was like,
I felt like,
told you so.
Yeah, I felt like you're gonna hear it from everybody.
Hear from everybody.
Oh, you see, I told you. See, the government's full of crap. They doing this. I told you it was all a conspiracy. I'm like, oh boy, I never hear it, but I don't care. I feel good. I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I don't care what they say. I'm not dead yet. So but kind of find out it's not even true.
Nope.
It's not even true.
Kind of extend it to true.
Why?
They added to it. I mean, you still have to wear masks. They still want you to wear masks. And, I mean, I don't know if you have anything you could pull up.
I'm going to pull up.
Maybe the doctor didn't come in. I didn't go check it out. But if you got something, you could talk about it right now. So, folks on TikTok, we're talking about the CDC new guidelines on COVID that a couple of people have posted here on TikTok and on other social media sites, and basically it's not factual.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm actually on the CDC page right now. I'm gonna share it with you guys right now. This is the actual CDC website right now. This is live. The CDC Centers for Disease Control Prevention COVID-19. So if you type in CDC and you come up, this is the page that comes right up. Looking for the quarantine and isolation calculator.
mm.
If you were exposed to COVID-19, you should start taking precautions. See, we could read it long. This information is intended for general audiences. Healthcare professionals should see ending isolation and precautions for people with COVID-19. The CDC guidance is meant to supplement, not replace, any federal, state, local, territorial, or tribal health and safety laws, rules, and regulations. If you have COVID-19, you can spread the virus to others. So, what did that guy say in the video? Whatever. There are precautions you can take to prevent spreading it to isolation, masking, and avoiding contact with people who are high risk. So you still got to do the same stuff. Isolation is used to separate people with confirmed and suspected COVID-19. The
The-
recommendations do not change based on COVID-19 community levels. If you have COVID-19, also see additional information on treatments that may be available to you. So what is he saying? Look at this right here.
And what's the date on this?
This is this is today's. I
Mm,
just pulled up. This is right now. This
yeah.
is live right
So
now.
the thing is that people go and they go on these websites that
This is
obviously it's about sharing and spreading
yeah.
misinformation about the whole thing.
Type in Center for Disease Control CDC, and make sure you go to the CDC. This is the CDC official page, and you see this is one of the. This is the first page that comes up. So if regardless of vaccination status, look at what's in bold. You should isolate from others when you have COVID-19. You should also isolate if you are sick and suspect that you have COVID-19 but do not yet have test results. If your results are positive, follow the full isolation recommendations below. If your results are negative, you can end your isolation. So you still have guidelines to follow. I don't know what that guy was talking about, but it's 100% full of crap.
The whole
So
thing
look,
about the school. I mean, they're
yeah,
not enforcing it in schools, but they still they're putting it on the person. I believe they're putting it on the person whether you want to wear a mask or not. And there may be places that they tell you that you have to wear a mask to go in. So you either put them on or you don't go in. Yeah, but there's so much misinformation, and I can't believe I was actually believing it because he just sounded like the guy sounded like he. eh, eh, And then I looked NPR. So let me go check out this NPR website.
so
It's
yeah, if you test negative, you don't have to isolate. If you test positive, you still have to isolate. You still have to isolate. Isolation gives you right here what you should do for the first 5 days. Wearing your mask, do not travel, improve the ventilation, monitor your symptoms. This is and then your
of course,
isolation.
because
So
how are you gonna think that you don't have to isolate if you get COVID? What will make you so you're just gonna be out there and just spreading it to people? That just makes no sense whatsoever. You could still spread it if you get it. It's not like they're saying, oh, if you're sick, you don't have. So he's basically saying that you don't really have to isolate yourself, which
yeah,
made
so
his what he said basically put everything that's been said about COVID, about wearing masks, about getting vaccinated. He just basically said, "You guys are the idiots. You didn't even have to do this."
right.
That's what I got from reading. I was like, "What the fuck?"
You've
What's wrong
been
with the
duped. You've been
CDC?
hoodwinked.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was like, "Why is CDC doing this now? What's wrong with them?"
Right. So don't believe that crap. It's not real. You can see there it says
So,
if you have
and
symptoms,
and if
all
you
of
want to believe it, do some more research. Go right there on the CDC website. That's where
that's it.
you're supposed to get your information. What's that other website that you said that a lot of people get? stuff from? You have mentioned it once, Blunt.
VAERS. VAERS is, but that VAERS is a crap because you can put anything on VAERS.
VARES, right?
Yeah.
VAERS. Yeah, they put a lot of stuff in there. Like Blunt said, you can
VAERS,
put whatever you want.
yeah, you put whatever. VAERS is just to catalog everything. So whatever happens, you report it to VAERS. There's no fact checking of VAERS. It's just what you report. So you can report anything to VAERS, and it goes on there. It's just like just they just take down notes. That's it. Now whether things are uh, turn out to be factual or not, that's not what VAERS is there for. VAERS is there just to catalog everything. So you could say my uncle had COVID and died, and you put it on VAERS. But they're not going to tell you that your uncle died from the car accident after he got COVID. You know what I mean? They just put he died from COVID. So they left out a main thing. So, you like, whatever. VAERS doesn't care. It doesn't, there's no fact checking the VAERS. So VAERS is not responsible for that. And they tell you in big red letters that VAERS is just a reporting site. There's no fact. They tell you everything before you even put it in there, before you even go in there.
It's on there.
But people go to VAERS and they see what they want to see and they run with that. It's just ridiculous. Like, come on, man. You hear these people say, "Oh, do your own research, do your research," but you ain't doing crap. You're not really doing any research. You're doing a half-ass job at research. So yeah, but this is CDC website right now that I'm on. You can go check it out for yourself. This is it.
I mean, that's the best thing to do. Do research. Like we did. While I started to believe it, and then I was like, wait, let me just double check.
Let me
So again, for those of you just joining us, we will have a Dr. Yab. He has a page here on TikTok as well. He talks about COVID all the time, all the misinformation. He lets people know. He was supposed to be on our show today. Unfortunately, being a doctor, he gets on call 24/7. So he got called and he could not come in. But he'll be back another time. Blunt, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and we move on. You got something else?
No, I just posted the website to CDC,
Okay.
the link there so you guys can go. Official link is there on online. What up, Jose? What up, Jay? Peoples,
What's
what's
up,
good?
everybody watching us?
Let me take that off the screen. Yeah.
What was I going for? Okay, folks, we're still continued on the fight for MTA to get ABA for the parents who have children on the spectrum. We're still on that. We just have to, I guess, what do you call it?
Oh,
Get
sign a petition. It's still there, right?
the petition is still there. I guess we'll continue to post it, and the people that want to help us out with this will reach out to them so we can continue this. The other thing is that we mentioned on the last week's show about this family fund. Remember, we talked about the family fund that MTA has.
Yes.
At least in Staten Island, they have it where it is strictly confidential and I say confidential.
It's
Yeah,
confidential and it's
it's not mandatory.
voluntary. It's voluntary.
Voluntary, and it's about setting something up where and in Staten Island, it's automatically deducted from the operator's check, and it goes to this family fund that helps any transit worker in that depot that falls in bad times, death and family, things like that. We don't have it in the Brooklyn division. I brought it up. We talked about it after my friend from Staten Island told me about it. I spoke to my depot chair, and I'd like to know if any of you have spoken to your depot chairs from this and what came about it. But I was talking to one of our friends, one of our misfits, Mr. Coleman, and just this past week, and he told me some more important and what do you call it interesting information that he was telling me. So I invited him over because this goes along with, he has a lot of information on this family fund. He had told me that it was tried, and he even told me something that it was done at his last job, which It's amazing. I just don't know how come transit doesn't do this. I'm sorry if I look like I'm looking up because I'm looking at also my phone on the TikTok as well. I don't, let me concentrate here and look up once in a while. Um, so we're gonna have him on. We'll see. Maybe next week we can have him on, and he has, like I said, some very good information, important information about the family fund. Maybe there's something else that we could start, but pushing it. Maybe we could get. I'm thinking of getting something written up that we could put either on the men's locker room or the females locker room to see who's interested to do it. You put your name and your pass and how much will you be interested to donate bi-weekly, and maybe take this then to our depot chair and see if we could do something about it. But we will talk more about this on about maybe next week. We get Mr. Coleman on to talk about the information that he has and the experiences he's known and he's heard about this family fund. So it should be very interesting. So guys, make sure you stay
Speaking
tuned.
of family fun,
Mm.
we had a posted last week. The operator that was, I think she had a heart attack. Was it?
Yeah, well,
What's
that's in the news. I haven't heard anything on her regular page, but I'll just say it was a medical emergency.
well,
Could have been a heart attack.
she had a medical emergency where she had an accident on a bus and stuff like that on the job, and we had put up her
A GoFund.
GoFundMe, and I went there. What's her name?
What's up, Jay?
Giovanna Ortiz, and
Yes,
I'm happy to say that people are actually donating,
beautiful.
and they reached their goal and then some. So that was made me feel a little proud about that. That people actually responded to the co-workers um, helping out. So she had a certain goal and she met the goal, and people are still responding, which is great. We also have Charlene's also that
How was
we
that going?
put up there. Charlene still needs a lot of help, and so I'm asking people to go ahead and please, if you can, to to go there. We have it on our page. Um, we have it on our page. I posted it earlier on our
On our sister page?
sister page. But I'm gonna.
Is it on our Two Transit Misfits page? I think it's on. Yeah, it's on our Two
It's on
Transit
two
Misfits.
transit.
They're
Yeah,
both there. So if you could go on our Facebook page, Two Transit Misfits, and you'll
this is
see both there.
right. And this is for Charlene. Charlene still needs a lot of help, and we could come together for our operator up in the Bronx or wherever she's from. We could definitely come with our home operator. 'Cause she definitely needs our help.
Yeah.
If you can, please, because you never know when you might be in that position and needs help from everybody else. And
And this
it's
is why that family fund is very important.
yeah,
Rather
definitely.
than have to put a GoFundMe or having to put what they did in our depot. And let us know, you guys that are watching in another depot, do you put a bottle also? Because they used to put a bottle, but it was kind of embarrassing. It was kind of embarrassing because they put those big water jug bottles, and people just keep passing by, and it's like it's a little embarrassing. So I believe in our depot they took it off because of that, because they were not really doing anything. Isaiah Paris, yes, we have an operator, Jackie Gleason, who had a house fire
House fire.
yesterday.
Look at that. See? People be needing
Terrible. So you
it's
see, guys,
important.
having this fund is very important. Like I said, look, he probably never would have thought. I don't know if it's a male or female, but the operator never probably would have thought that something like this would have happened. And these are the things, and I believe it should be, um, what, like $5? I mean, it could be whatever you want bi-weekly. I was talking to somebody else at our depot who said that he had thought about something else. Is one of the guys that works with a depot chair, that he had thought about $1. We have like 700 operators in Jackie Gleason Depot. So if everybody was to put in, $1 a paycheck, That comes to what, $1,400 a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Well,
So why go a dollar? Why not? $5 ain't gonna make or break. You can be like, okay, so $5 every, $5 biweekly, 250 per check, and it's per 700 people, which should be all 700. Everybody in the depot should not have a problem with just giving $2.50 per paycheck. Now, how they take it out, that I don't know. I still wanted to talk to my buddy from Staten Island to see how they do it, and maybe could pass that information, to our depot chair if he doesn't have an idea, or maybe there's something different that they do out here in Staten Island. But it should be done. Um, and yeah, $5 a week to help out everybody in the depot. Everybody has issues. Any problem. Jay says we should have a rainy day fund with the union. Well, this is what this thing is about. This is, I don't know if you watched last week, or it's the family fund that we found out that here in Staten Island they have that, or automatically gets deducted out of everybody's paycheck automatically. And there's been some that have actually donated even thousands of dollars for a one shot. So you donate what you can. you know I don't got it like that to be giving $1,000 a one shot, but I could definitely do $5 bi-weekly to help out, and this will help out our fellow operators, like a co-worker from the Bronx who got into that really bad accident because she had a medical problem. Our co-worker at Jackie Gleason, who's going through a really rough time right now. This could help out. Now, what we found out from our dispatcher at Gleason, that an operator just had a house fire. Say, come on, there's no reason why we can't come. And I don't understand why he never worked the first time. Blunt, I don't get it.
part of people just stop contributing. But if you have 700 employees, which is more than 700 in Gleason, but if you say, let's say 700, and everybody chipped in $5, that's 7 grand a month, which is great. If you need 7 grand, 7 grand is a lot of money when you're in a bind. 7 grand goes a long way for paying bills and
And this
holding you
is
down.
money that you're not paying back.
Right.
But, the other issue that we're talking, like, what happens if you leave the depot? Like, what would happen? I would think you just stop paying at that
Just
depot.
stop paying. It's not like it's insurance for yourself. It's insurance. You look at it. You can't look at it as you losing money. You're just putting insurance on yourself in case something happens. It's the same way of getting Aflac or Transamerica or whatever. It's the same thing,
I'm throwing
except
this up
this
here
is
that Jay says. Okay, we can just go over it. That Jay said, which is the same. It's what I see too, Jay. Is, I don't like you, so I'm not giving you anything. People can't put their pride aside, which is true. It's like if they don't know you, who's that? Oh well, my bad. But no, this should be everybody, for everybody. And I just don't understand how it didn't work out the first time that our depot chair, rest in peace, Gibson, tried doing. I was told that he tried doing it. Why didn't anybody join?
or
Well,
people were taking money. And
hmm?
I heard a lot of stuff too that people were stealing money too.
Yeah, but there's got to be something that can be done. There's got to be somebody that's trustworthy that could be put to take care of that. I mean, like you mentioned on the last show, or should be the treasurer from each depot has to
Yep.
handle that. Have a book, have everything jotted down or in the computer. Every time the money comes out, it's got to be done. And maybe have some, they got meetings, shop gates, where they mention maybe each shop gate in the month, where they're at, how many people are contributing to this fund. Like, I just don't see why it should not be done. I really
And
don't.
like, and then like if something happens, whatever's in the pot. They get the whole pot. It's what they need. If they
Yeah.
need a grand or two to pay some bills, that's what they get. They don't get the whole pot.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
what they
I mean,
need.
that could also work that out. Where what's the amount that you can get? You know, if something happens. Because remember, you got to be shared with. There could be other operators that will have. Like right now, we have two that have a problem at the depot. I'll put that up, but I'll do it. I'll do it. You all know where I'm at, and seriously, um, he says it's a fantastic idea. Just the whole notion is who is going to hold it, who is going to keep a check and balance. Money can, yeah. Just got to find somebody who is trustworthy,
Mhm.
and then somebody on top of that who'll be watching that person. That okay, this is what we got. You know.
You figure if they started, you probably won't need nothing for the first month or two, so you should have a good cushion to start with. And then, as things arise, little money goes here and there, then more people will either going to put extra money in or people going to drop out. So it should start to balance itself out to
Hmm.
where there's a certain amount that's steady in there in the
Hmm.
fund.
Or maybe you could even say that, okay, I'm gonna give this amount until I reach. Let's say when I reach $1,000, I want to stop.
Right.
I mean, it's
So
all on
saying,
you. I want to give $1,000 to this fund, but I'm going to give it in increments of $5 every bi-weekly. And when that $1,000 reaches, you take me off the list. That's my $1,000. If something happens, all right, I'll start again. You could do that. It's just ways of working it out.
yeah, there's plenty of ways to be able to contribute what you want. Like I would personally would set up a way where I would add up most of my bills right now, like while I'm good, this is my bills, and you want to set it up to where once you start paying, you can pay off about 2 months worth of bills. So that's what you want to contribute, about 2 months worth of bills. And then if something happens to you, you're covered for at least 2 months before anything happens. It's going to take you a couple of weeks for your insurance to kick in, and that's that time frame that you really want to cover before your insurance kick in, because there won't be no money coming from nowhere. So you want to have that cushion, the couple of weeks of cushion of that money coming from the depot to cover those weeks that you're not going to have nothing coming in. Believe me, that will help a lot.
Of
If you
course.
just have a couple of grand coming in from the people that you put in for, that way by the time you get your insurance money from the people who you're supposed to get it from, then you're already on track. You're not behind on anything. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, Israel, I'm reading what your comments, but I am gonna talk to my guy out here in the island, so he could let me know how is it that they do it because they've been doing it for a long time.
And you
And
definitely going to need a accountant to
yeah,
deal with that.
but just to
Definitely going to need an
see
accountant.
how they're working it out because it seems to be, working fine. He puts his amount every paycheck as well. So and it's helping them. Yeah, it's like I don't know why I still don't understand why they haven't done this long time ago.
We should have him on the show talk about with somebody from that depot. And
Yeah, I'll ask
just
him.
talk about
I'll ask him.
just
He
talk
might
about.
be a little camera shy, but I'll see if he could come on, and that way he could explain exactly what is done and how they work it. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a call after the show and see if we could do that because that's the whole thing is just to see how it's set up. How do they start it? So if we get an idea from ATU, maybe we could bring it over here to TWU. You know, and some people say ATU is a better union. So what's up, TWU? Come on, we got to get it together.
They're all the
So
same union, aren't they?
um, no, it's not the same union.
It's the
No,
same
it's
people.
it's It's not, because that's why I'm not able to transfer, because I would lose everything. It's like everything. I think it was back then when when everybody was getting together, Command and MTA and all those buses were getting together. I think that these guys are like, nope, we're not blended with nobody. We're staying on our own. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully we could get something moving, and of course we got to help out our chairman. So I definitely want to help him out. If he wants to continue with this, I'll do stuff. I'll print out some papers with the list. Everybody could sign it. I'll go get them to him, and we'll keep pushing it here. We'll see how many people are interested. All right, so that's what I gotta say about that.
That's what you
Family
say about
fund. We need that family fund.
Mm.
By the way, speaking of family fund, did you see, I have it on the phone. I can't look at it. Maybe I could look at it here. But Blunt, you heard about Portland transit workers? ATU
Nope.
714, they won double digit wage increase.
I didn't hear about that.
No? Let me see if I find it real quick on our Facebook and bring it up. Yeah, man. Nice. They did really good. Where we at? Where are my save things? See? I never really looked into this way. Don't know. I cannot find it. I cannot find it because we're using our phone to be on TikTok right now. So I don't know. I had this stuff saved and I just don't know how to get into that, folks. I guess we'll bring that up. We'll bring that up on another one. On another show. Unless I could get it this way. Hold on. Let's see if I can put it in here.
Why these videos be disappearing? So
Nope. Don't got it. Anyway, we'll talk about it on the next show. But it's really good news for transit news. And I can't bring it up right now unless we get off TikTok right now. Let me see. Can I do this? Can I stay still on? Am I still on? I don't even know if I'm still on TikTok. But I just stepped out for a second. Okay, here we go. Portland transit workers, ATU 714, they went double digits wage. So Metro bus operators, maintenance and mechanics with the Amalgamated Transit Union Local 714 voted 37-9 to ratify new one-year contract extension this week. So the current contract doesn't end until December 31st. Wasn't that ours too before we got sold
before they changed it,
and gave it?
they changed it up. So
Yeah.
whereas unimportant doesn't really affect anybody.
Yeah, exactly. So starting September 1st, wages will increase for new hires from $20.84 to $25.27. That's a 21.2% increase. Step 2 employees, whatever they are, Step 2 employees will receive nearly 21% pay raise of $4 per hour. And Step 3 workers will also get a 17% raise of $4 per hour raise. The top rate for bus operators will be $29.73, and the rate will increase to $30.62 on January 1st. Mechanics and maintenance, they're going to receive a 5 to 8% wage increase depending on their job qualification. So wages that are currently from $24.96 to $37.02 will increase on January 1st from $25.71 to $38.13. That's more than we make here in New York. All Metro Union, and dig this out, and all Metro Union employees will receive a $2,800 one-time inflationary relief payment in November of this year. That's a fighting union. That's a fighting union. See the increases they're getting. I want to see when it's our turn, what kind of increases they're gonna give us. I'm dying to see that. What kind of increases they're gonna give us.
Transit already finding ways of saying they ain't got the money.
Isaiah, was that
Thanks for joining,
17.5
J-Man.
increase? That's on ATU, right? 17.5 increase. That's a big increase, bro.
Yep. Well, Transit ain't gonna do that.
And I wonder how big they are. You know, because I mean, New York Transit is pretty big, but how are they in comparison? That they're allowed to, they're gonna say that they can afford these races. You know, I mean, if they are smaller than us, then we obviously are making more money in this system, which means we should be able to get better contracts.
But like Jay just said, they cutting service already.
Yeah, you imagine that?
They're cutting service already.
Yeah, talking about cutting services.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a hush hush thing, right? Cutting services.
Because they ain't got the money. That's you know the whole shtick.
Yeah, it's
The whole
just
shtick.
building it up.
Mhm.
They're just building it up until it's time for us to ask for another contract. And
And they want all zeros again.
yeah, so we'll see with these guys that we have now voted in if they could push and do something for us. Because it just seems like it's the same old. I'm working on it. We're doing this. We're doing that behind closed
Well,
doors.
no, I mean,
You know,
let's give them a chance.
gotta give. I mean, yeah, their
Give them a
chance is
chance.
not here yet. So
Yeah,
let's see what
coming
happens
up.
with that.
It's coming up. It's time for them to
Jay says, "Let the
see the-
assaults roll in."
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, all right. Listen, I want to pump this up a little bit with this video, Blunt, and I want you to comment how you feel about this. So, this is about a mom or the girlfriend. Mom or the girlfriend who gets to shotgun. Who gets to shotgun? The boyfriend is driving. Who gets to sit next to the boyfriend? His girlfriend or his mom? What do you think? How do you feel about this? Check this out and then come back and give us your comments.
Nah, not what's up. What's up with her? Why is she in the front?
Who's she talking about?
Oh, my mom?
What's she talking
I'm
about?
gonna leave this door open. 'cause
She ain't learned a
we're about to
lesson
switch
last time.
seats.
She ain't learned a lesson last. Girl, if you don't sit in the back seat like you supposed to be and stop playing with me.
Blaze told me I was.
No,
ain't got no time.
stop the
No,
argument. No,
listen.
she just got here first. Like, I don't know.
No, got here first.
My
Mom, I love you
initials
too.
are
I'm
I've
just
been
right
saying.
here.
there.
No, I didn't get here first. I put you here. I've been here. You get it? There's a difference.
See,
That
I'm not
girl
trying
better
to start an
stop trying to play
argument.
me.
I'm not trying to
You
argue.
not. She better know her place and get in the back because I'm the mom. I'm the queen. She can be princess back there. When I'm not around, she can come up front. But right now, this is my spot. Let's go. I don't have time for this.
Remember that.
Girlfriend's like, remember that.
She would have to get out.
Disrespectful much?
She
Who
would have get out.
Who?
The girlfriend.
Yeah.
You have to get the fuck out. You ain't gonna
Well-
talk to me or my mom's like that.
You're like a big mama's boy, right? You will not let that.
First of all,
I mean, she's disrespectful to be talking like that in front of his
yeah,
mom.
that was very disrespectful. What you
Yeah.
mean? She's sitting in the
Yeah.
back. Fuck, who the fuck is you?
Yeah.
That
I mean,
lady gave me life. The fuck is you? You better sit your ass up back
like
there.
she said, like the mom said, you know, when I'm not here, you can sit up front.
That's your seat, yeah. When she's not there.
But
She was-
but you know, it's just because she came out disrespectful. But I feel if my son is going out with his girlfriend and they're picking me up, I feel like I'll sit in the back. I'll let him sit in the front with this girl. You know, it's like they're a couple now. They're working on a relationship, but not to come out like that, like this girl
Exactly.
did. But like I
Exactly.
myself will be like, you guys, I'll just chill back here. You guys sit in the front and drive. What do y'all
No,
think about that? So I knew Blunt, you're gonna be like, "Get the fuck out."
get the fuck
And then
out.
the dude, he's like, he doesn't know what to do with himself. He
You
should have
know,
been, why are you talking to my mom's like that?
moms
But
gets the front seat all the time.
yeah,
Now, if mom said she could sit in the front seat, then okay, she sit in the front seat. Mom should feel like mom should feel the same way you feel. Like, all right, this is your husband. You need to sit next to your husband. I'll sit in the back seat. But if she wants to sit in the front seat, that's her seat. That's her seat. That's her seat. It's just like you ain't no. There's no way my girlfriend. There's no way my wife would speak to my mom's that way.
Didi. She should have respect for the mother. I get it. It's tired.
There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. The way she was talking, it was a wrap for me. Sitting there with the door open, you can get the fuck out. You
Mhm.
get the fuck out. You could. I
Yeah,
hope
she
I
said,
don't
I'm
get
gonna
kicked
leave the
off.
door open so she could come back here and
You,
sit
you
down.
keep it moving. You keep it moving. There's a bus right there. There's some car fare. I'll see you when I see you.
Jay says they're from the Bronx. But I saw this and I was like, they didn't seem to be acting. They really didn't seem to be acting. It was like, I don't know.
Nah, that's a skit. It's a skit. Man. Come on.
It may be, but
That's a
these
skit.
things I'm pretty sure actually happen. What's up, Robert
Yeah,
Martinez?
I'm pretty sure it happens. I'm pretty sure that's a regular conversation in some people's household.
That's
You
something
know,
she should have spoke to him prior. All right, baby, I want to sit in the front with you. What are we gonna do? I said,
yeah.
well,
What
you
if
can
your
sit in
mom
the front
feels?
with me, but if my mom wants to sit in the front,
Yeah. Well,
then she got to
I
sit in
mean,
the front.
I think a woman. I don't know. Maybe the ladies in here could let me know, but I think they know already from the type of man that they're dating if they're going to be sitting in the front or not.
Guys on TikTok, we're just asking if you're driving the car. Let's say you're the female. In this case, is the guy. The guy has the car, and he's driving, and he's got his girlfriend and his mom, and his mom sits in the front. His girlfriend says the mom belongs to the back, and she gets out of respect. But how do you feel about that? Should the mom be the one on the front, or should the mom just be in the back and let the girlfriend sit in the front with the boyfriend? Let us know in your comments. Yeah. Who's making the payments? Is it her car? Well, she didn't mention that it was her car. Because I'm pretty sure she would have said, "It's my car. I pay the car. You both get in the fucking backseat now."
If it's her car and she's making the payments, then she could drive.
Yeah.
She could drive. I'll go sit in the back, and
then he's like,
she
"Mom,
drive.
Mom, I love you too. Mom, I love you too."
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid didn't know what to do with himself,
Yeah,
and that's when
she
parents
made
got to teach the kids.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a teaching moment, but she made it clear for me from when she started opening her mouth and kept that door open, where she stood in that relationship. I mean,
He should have been like, "All right, babe, I'll step outside and close the door. I'll open it, and when she closes the door, you just take over your mom." That's it. That's the end of that relationship.
See you when I see you.
Yeah, there was no reason to get like that. Very interesting. And I want to know what you guys feel about it. So comment, TikTok, comment, Facebook, YouTube. I just want to take this moment real quick to remind you guys. Right, real quick, Blunt. Real quickity quick. If I could find it right here, real quick, just to remind our viewers.
In a world where stress is at an all-time high, where politics and disease have taken over the headlines, Brooklyn Pete and your boy Blunt present to you the original talk and live entertainment show for transit workers worldwide. Team Transit Misfits. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified.
Alrighty.
Yeah, definitely.
Family Day. Tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow the Gleason Depot's having, I believe, their barbecue tomorrow. Blunt, I don't know if you know
Uh,
about that.
I didn't know it was tomorrow, but well, that's nice.
I believe it's tomorrow. Um, so yeah, so on our next show, folks, we're gonna try to have the doctor in again, Dr. C. Job. Gonna see if he could make it, so we could continue talking about these CDC guidelines, what he feels, and we could learn something from him. And you could give us your comments whether you're against it or not. So it'll be a good thing, Tell us what you feel, and then he'll give you his facts about it, and then you give your opinions, or if you have facts, and we could go back and forth with that. Hopefully, he'll join us next week. If not, we may have Mr. Coleman to speak about his family fund. I've already spoke to him, so he's ready to go. Didn't bring him in today because we thought we were gonna have the doctor, but let's see if we could either one, either Dr. C, or maybe we could have them both. We'll do the first half with the doctor, depending how it goes, right? Right, but
Yep, we'll see how it
um,
goes.
I also want to talk about this thing that is pushing on a dad and his children. Another thing for you guys to talk about that I want to bring up on our next show, and whatever else Blood pops up with. Oh yeah, I also had something we could talk about next week, Blood. The about the disability, the people and their
Yeah, that's
yeah
gonna be crazy.
yeah.
That's gonna be
So
crazy.
you guys make sure you join us next week, guys, on TikTok. Join us live on Facebook and YouTube next week. And I think that's all for now. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So, folks, thanks for joining us on this show.
Mhm.
Again, everybody that thought the doctor was going to come in, because I was sharing it to a bunch of other pages. Doctor couldn't make it today because he's on call and he was not able to make it. Hopefully, we could have him at another time to talk about the guidelines, the CDC, COVID, and other facts that people might be misconstrued when they read it on social media. And that's it for now. Thank you for share this if you can, please. If you're watching this on Two Trans and Misfits on our Facebook, or share the link for our YouTube channel and help us grow. So with that said, I think that's good for today. We'll see you all next week. I'm Brooklyn Pete,
Yeah, I'm your boy Blunt.
and we've come to the end of our show.
So fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Peace.